Hey Card Pack, this is Justin Holiday of the Indiana Pacers. Welcome to the Sports Card Consultant Show. First of all, you better get my rookie card. It's gonna blow up. Second, thanks for supporting the show and being awesome. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to be going over the top 10 sports cards that went up the most over the last week. And there's been some changing of the guard this week, and there's two guys on there that have two different cards in the top 10, and one of them I was actually really surprised to see. Maybe you will be too. Stick around to see that. We're going to go through. There's some enlightening stuff going on. I want to remind you I'm doing this NFL Prizm Cello Pack giveaway. All you need to do to enter is click the podcast link in the description and leave a review. All you got to do is leave a review on the podcast, and I'm going to be picking the winner live on the channel on March 8th. So you click the link, it should take you over to, the podcast here. And so I started making the podcast because I realized I was getting some people asking me about this. And so I take the audios from these videos, and I just publish them to the podcast because sometimes you're not in a place that you can really watch a video. Maybe you're driving a car, maybe you're going for a run, something like that. Also want to remind you, I have the Sports Card Society, where almost every day I send an exclusive sports card opportunity video showing the card that I'm picking and the reasoning as to why and what I expect that card to do and what I plan to do with it. And I send that out almost every day. For instance, this Michael Jordan here, we were buying it back in January for around $25-$30. Today she's going for about $88. It was going for over $100 a week or two ago. This Chipper, we're getting it for around $75. Today she's going for about $200. This Kobe here, we're getting it for about $160. Today it's going for $450, $550 down here. This LeBron, we were getting it for around $150. Today it's going for over $600. There's lots of other examples too, but I was just showing those ones. The link's in the description, SportsCardSociety.com. You also get access to my resources, and one of them is a resource that allows you to get 20-day PSA grading for just $25, and 5-day grading for just $70. See, on the PSA, I'm on the PSA website here. This was called 25-day grading. They took away the 25-day thing, because they just can't guarantee that, and they're getting too many complaints. But this was 25-day, and they're charging $50. And this was 15-day, and they're charging $75. So good resource there. Plus, we have a private Discord group, which is phenomenal. Has excellent sports card investors in there. They're very active, very helpful. Great conversations going on there. That alone is worth the price of admission. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. And I really suggest you get in there. It's really, it's just great, really. I mean, seriously. And then let's dive into, also I want to remind you that, the Sports Card Society is where I kind of I hand fish out, you know what I mean? The old saying, you give a man a fish, feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And so I put together this course called the Delta Factor. So I was getting a lot of requests of people asking me, how do you find these cards? How do you do this? I get those questions literally all the time, every day. So I decided to put together a course to show how I find these cards, because when I first got back into cards, I was just buying what everyone else was buying. I didn't really know what I was doing, but over time I developed the skill and I started to see certain patterns, and I came up with this thing that I call the Delta Factor. And the last few months I went over the cards that I've been picking, and I found that I have an 83+% hit rate. And actually the cards that I'm not putting in that hit rate are ones that I think are still going to go up. It's just that they're a little bit longer play for me. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're in a down cycle right now. But I feel, because every single day I'm able to find lots of sports cards that I feel are great opportunities based on the data. So that's what the Delta Factor really shows you what to do, is how to use the data to make your decisions and have a high probability of success. Now, I can't guarantee anything. I can just show you what I do, and I can show you what's been working for me. But I can't guarantee anything. I can't make your decisions for you. And but this is what I do. This is teaching you how to fish. The society is handing you fish. By the way, with the Delta Factor, I have some bonuses because I just launched this last week. When you when you buy the Delta Factor, you also get a month free of the society, and you get a year of the private Discord group. So that alone is worth the price of admission, no doubt about it. Let's dive into the content. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not. I'm sure if this isn't the first time you're watching, what are you doing? Subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified of this stuff, because timing is everything in the sports card market, and I really appreciate if you give this video a like. Let's dive in. So I'm in the Market Movers tool. I went to price movements by card, and I didn't pick a sport, so it's all sports, and I picked PSA 10. And then I searched over the last 7 days. Number 1 on the list, you can see number 1 and 2. Luka Doncic, 2018 status, rookies 1, up 49.2% on the week. Now, this isn't a card that is very talked about. As a matter of fact, some of you are probably like, what is status? What is the product status? I mean, y'all know Prizm, you know Optic, you know Select. What is status? That's a good question. I don't know that much about status either, which means this is really interesting. Status, 571 pop count. That's a pretty low pop count. Only really 2 sales on the week. Started the week at 223 and then had a sale 2 days ago at 333. Let's pull this up on eBay. Let's see what's for sale here. 28 results. What that last one go for? 333. Oh, interesting. So this is a different one down here. What is this one? So this must be a variation of that 2018 rookie, because this is a rookie card. 350, 300 or best offer. Interesting. So auction going on. This one's already up to 230. 499. 370. Interesting. And that's really interesting because this pop count is so low that it really catches my attention. Let's click sold items and see if eBay will work with us here. I did recently. Yeah, this one right here sold for 325. Wow, so that one that was listed for what, 300? What a deal. 375 right here. 330, 335. Wow, okay. Why is that one? That one was what? That one was for sale for $300, right? Where'd it go? Did someone just buy it? I swear to God, I just saw one for 300, right? 340, that's pretty good. 350. God, oh, there it is. 300. Wow. Or best offer. I'm going to include a link in the description to this one because I think I'm a buy on this card. This one's trending up. Let's look at it over the last 30 days. Because most Luka cards have been flat. Interesting. Oh, actually, so this sale down here that was 223 was actually a big on sale because before that, this card was selling for around $300 for basically the past month. You know, it's been slightly trending up, as you can see on this chart. So the sale of 333 is not some big jump up like it looked like on the week. It's actually just a nice progression up from the sale before. So we had 333, and then the sale before that was 223, but the sale before that was 315, and the sale before that was 321, and the sale before that was 305. So getting this card at 300 or even 325 or less, hell, maybe even 350 or less, because this card just interestingly keeps ticking up, and I think it has a lot to do with this low pop count. So I'd be a buy on that card. I will put a link to that one in the description. Next card, Kobe White 2019 Mosaic, up 46.4% on the week. Let's chart it. $46 to start the week, kind of staying flat. Then all of a sudden a jump up to 82. That's suspicious. Pop count of only 807, so that's fairly low pop count. Look at that afro. It's a great afro. 96 results. Let me get some coffee. What did I say? The last one for 88? That seems suspicious. Here's one for 50. That is suspicious. I'm going to pull this one back 30 days. Yeah, this card's overall been trending down. I would not be buying. If you can sell that, I'd be sell. I would definitely be a sell on that card. If you can sell it for $70 or more, I would definitely sell that. Because it's been trending just slightly down over the past 30 days. This is just some weird big spike that happened. Nothing indicating anything worth buying. Number 3, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a hot topic because he's just playing really well. He's in a small market team. They are, let's see where they sit in the standings. Where's the Thunder? So, it's possible that they get into the play-in. Boy, that's a big, God, the Grizzlies have really, actually the Thunder have just played a lot of games comparatively. I know the Grizzlies didn't play for a while, and I think the Mavericks didn't play for a while, but boy, the Grizzlies are way back. They've only played 29 games. But the Thunder, maybe they can get in here and get in the play-in, because 7 through 10 are going to do a play-in to see who gets the 7 and 8 spots in the playoffs. Shay, let's pull this card up. It's up 45. It's 2018 Prizm. It's up 45% on the week. Like I said, he's been trending up because he's just been playing really well. He's a guy that people are just looking around going, hey, this guy's really good. I mean, he's on a small market team, and they're not the most competitive team, but damn, he's playing really well, and he's doing what he can with what's around him. A pop count of 1990. If you don't know what pop count means, that means how many of this card exists in the grade. So this card in the grade PSA 10, 1,990 exists. So to start the week, this one was at 187, and it's just been ticking up all the way to 305, and the sale before that was 248. So this card's actually gone up really well over the week. I mean, wow, that's a really good gain over the week, and it looks pretty solid and real, not fake or some shell bid. Overall, it looks like it's been pretty flat, but it's really been ticking up, and I've been noticing that on the charts. This card's really been going up. Let's pull it up on eBay and see what's going down. 350. How many we got? 101 results. Not going to look at all of them. 289 are best offer. As much as I like Shay, I don't think I'm a buy on this right now because he's trending up, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, looking at that, if I thought they had a shot at making the playoffs, I might be a buy on that. But I think on this, I'm going to be a sell because it's just gone up like this. Down here, I probably would have been a buy. But up here, 305, I'm not buying. What was this? 248. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that one. I may sell it. I'd probably sell it. Because it's going up, and I don't know how much more it goes. I don't know if they get close to making the playoffs, because if people even slightly feel like they might make the playoffs, it'll make their cards go up. That's true for basically every player on every team that's the case, in my opinion, and based on my experience. Next, Zion 2019 Prizm draft picks, up 44% on the week. His draft pick card is going up. See that? He's against Duke. Typically, these cards just don't do very well because they're not in their pro jerseys. They do well until pro jersey cards come out. Started the week at 81, had a high sale 115, latest sale of 93. So, in reality, this card's barely gone up. I don't even want to go look at it because I'm not buying it. Sell it. Why are you still holding it? Don't have, in my opinion, Don't even have college jersey cards. Get rid of them. If you buy them when they first come out and sell them immediately. That's if that's for profit. Unless if you're a Duke fan and you want to PC this Zion Duke card, then yeah, of course, yeah, get it. But in terms of investment, in terms of profit, no. PJ Washington, next on the list is 2019 Prizm, up 42.8% on the week. Let's chart it, baby. Pop count of 1,054. Get it, TJ. He's in the studio. You can just see these fake looks. You know what I mean? Like, I like to see these more like live game photos, where this is just like him in the studio or just taking pictures. That's what Prizm is, actually. $47 to start the week. Had a low sale of 33 and the latest sale of 67. So it's interesting. 1,054. I feel like the Hornets have a shot. Where are the Hornets? Oh, we got to get to the East. They're in this 10 spot right now, so they could definitely be in the play-in. That's interesting. Let's pull him up on eBay. And actually, let me pull him back 30 days. By the way, this is the Market Movers tool that I'm using here. This is the most important thing I use in sports card investing. I don't know how in the world you could do sports card investing profitably without this. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. Lots of tools in here. I mean, today we're using the price movements by card. You can also do it by player, where it'll lump all their cards together. You can do sales volume by player, by card. Check all these different variations of grades and ratio and variations and players. Popular card charts. You can even chart sealed wax. You can set alerts for cards. Like if they hit certain price points, Market Movers will alert you. You know, for instance, this card, I could hit this button here. It says, if I said, hey, if this card gets under $50, send me an alert. Because I'd be like, hey, if it gets under $50, I'm probably a buyer. And if this card, I could also set alerts saying, hey, if this card goes over 70, alert me. Because then maybe that's a sell signal for me. Add it to favorites just to keep an eye on it. and add it to my collection. So all my cards, I can just put them in here and it'll chart all of them and keep track of all of them for me. So I already have them up on eBay, right? So yeah, use code SOCIETY, 20% off, first month or first year. Links in the description. PJ, what do we got here? What? 116. What did the last one sell for? 67? What's going on here? 75. Okay, now we're at least back down to earth. What else do we see? 109. A lot of them are just asking. 85. Roser. Okay, price. 99 or best offer. I see 40. Oh, it's not PS. Ooh, 70. Interesting. Last one, this guy had 15 of them, apparently. Interesting. I mean, I don't think I'm a buy on this. I just don't. I mean, it's up here. If it comes down here to like 50, I might buy it because it looks like they'll have a good shot at least being a play-in for the playoffs, which is all you need, in my opinion. Ooh, Luka Doncic on the list again. His 2018 Prizm freshman phenoms up 39% on the week. So this one is an insert in the Prizm. You'll see what it looks like. I think I have this one of Trey. Yeah, I have this one of Trey, but it's actually a freshman phenom like Prizm. So it's like a green Prizm, I believe. And it's graded, I think it's an SGC, like 9.5 or something. I was going to get it, send it into PSA and get it graded. It's a nice little arc on this card. Started the week at 129, pop count of 1378. Started the week at about 130. Went up to a high of 201, and now it's kind of arcing down a little to the latest sale of 190. It really is like a nice, that is a very like perfect looking arc. That is interesting. Let's pull this one back. See, this is what's really interesting to me because we already looked at that Luka Doncic status, and this is a freshman phenom. So these are two not mainstream rookie cards of his, and their lower pop count, especially that status being only like 500. This one's only 1378. That's less than 10% of his actual Prizm. That's a good looking card, right? Let me get some coffee. I mean, I don't remember the last time I didn't start my day with coffee. I just don't. It's so good. I drink decaf, by the way. I don't even drink it for the caffeine. I don't need it. I don't want the caffeine. I just like the taste of coffee. Good coffee. I live in Seattle. You know, this is like kind of coffee mecca, at least of North America. I mean, like the biggest coffee conference in the world happens here. Starbucks is based here. Not that I love Starbucks coffee. There's much better roasters around here. But that's because they have to be competitive with Starbucks. Anyways, I love coffee. All right. This is an interesting chart. I feel like this card's true value is around $200, but it seems to be this chart. I mean, look at this. I'm not going to show you the rest of them, but we got this Luka. We got this Zion kind of alternative thing. The Shay Guild. Well, that's this Prizm, and this other Luka status. So it's like an alternative, like lesser mainstream rookie card. Overall, this thing's chipping down, but let's see where the Mavs are. Yeah, Mavs are in contention for a play-in. I think they'll definitely get at least a play-in. If they get so I think, like I was saying, my theory, based on historical data, is that teams, as we get past the All-Star break, which All-Star game I believe is on Sunday, as we get past the All-Star game, cards start to kind of tick back up for the teams for the players on the teams that look like they'll have a good enough chance of being in the playoffs. Not that they will totally 100% be in the playoffs, but if they look like they got a shot, people will start placing their bets. That's exactly what it is. People start placing their bets. And I'll be diving in pretty deep on that with my society. I'll be recommending some cards for quick flips. When I say quick flip, I mean like within a month or two. Because that's what I mean by quick flip. I don't mean like next week. I mean like probably a couple months. Because again, when we get into like April, is probably when I'd be looking to move the stuff that I buy specifically for that reason. I'll be recommending some of those to my society. If you want to get in on that, link is in the description, SportsCardSociety.com. But I think I'll be recommending a lot of cards, and looking at these charts has given me some really good ideas of maybe I don't recommend the mainstream cards. Maybe I do. Probably will. But also gives me more depth to recommend these less mainstream rookie cards. And apparently people are becoming wise is what it looks like to me. And I like this price that's dipping down here a little bit, under $200. I think, did I pull this one up already? No, I didn't, because I think that I'm a buy on this one. Because it's the right time of year, $190 right there. 189. I mean, this one's even, or ain't even best offer. 209 or best offer. You might be able to get it for even less than 189. Here's another best offer. Burbank Cards 195 or best offer. I guarantee you can get this for less than 189. 189. Yeah, I like it. I'm a buy on this one. I'm a buy. So my two buys so far are the Lucas, the Luka non-mainstream rookies, because people are looking for alternatives and they're looking for ones with lower pop counts. And these are like relative to their pop count, 1378, and that status only had like 500. And I think status was around 300, and this one's around 200. Like that's just a good ratio of pop count to price. Like that's just a really, like, do you really think this Luka with a pop count of 1378 is really, with Luka being Luka, do you think it's ever really going to spend much time under 200, under 150? That just seems silly, because people are starting to learn that these other cards exist. And they're asking the question, why is this one worth so much less than the regular Prizm with a pop count of over 16,000 again? Why is that? Huh? I mean, the card looks pretty cool. It's by Prizm. It's a rookie. It says freshman phenoms. It's actually a lot more rare than the real Prizm. And that's what's going on. And it's things like that in the Delta factor that I talk about. It's looking for outliers like that, inconsistencies in the market. You know, like this status card, I own this. I own several of these. I bought them at like $150. Why? Because I used the Delta factor. And I was able to find the key metrics and do these different ratios and comparisons that show me, yeah, this is a buy. Like, this doesn't make any sense. There's only 500 of these. It's a good looking card. You know, it's even got a little shininess to it, a little bit of that Prizm effect. And it's just a good looking card. And 500 total. And it's only like $150 back when I bought it. And this was just a couple months ago, or a month and a half ago. And it's like, why? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, there's no way this card goes less than this. This is ridiculous. And so I bought several of them. And it's stuff like that the Delta Factor shows. So go hop in. If you want to learn some of the strategies as to why I pick what I pick and how I pick what I pick, go get it. Plus, you'll get a free month of the Sports Card Society and all the benefits that go along with that. And you'll get a year of the private Discord group, which is worth its weight in gold. Because being able to be part of that community and being able to talk with other active sports card investors that are knowledgeable and have been in this a long time, very valuable. Plus, I'm in there too, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not the most valuable part. It's the community that's the most valuable part. Because there's one thing about, I'm in Discords already, these free Discords. Well, you get what you pay for, man. Free Discords, it's got a bunch of chumps in there. Seriously, it's because just anyone can come in. People that are in this one are actually spending money to get better at sports card investing. They're on a different level than your average chump that's just joining free Discords and just talking shit. You know? That's what I got to say. I'm a buy on this one, for sure. Next, Zion, 2019 Mosaic Pink Camo up 39%. Again, I would say this is kind of an alternative rookie card. But it's pink. It's a refractor thing. Yeah, but how's his Mosaic doing? I don't know, actually. But pop count only 926. I know his Mosaic, I think it's around 5,000. Actually, let's go here and do this. Let's pull them both up. Because you can do this in the Market Movers tool. Insane to me that people do sports card investing with, I could select multiple grades too, but we're just going to stick to the 10. Saying to me that people try to do sports card investing without this tool. Link is in the description. Use code SOCIETY, 20% off your first month of your first year. And if you're still watching this video, smash that like button. Come on, homie. Give me some love. Look at this. Interesting. So the pink has traditionally been more than the Mosaic. Boy, that Mosaic has really went down. But the pop count is so much less. And look at the regular Mosaic. It's actually gone down a little bit over the last 30 days. And this pink one, or over the last week, excuse me, it's gone down a little bit. the regular Mosaic, 'cause it's got a pop count of 52.14. And the pink is up 49.5. Let's pull it back 30 days. Homeboys and homegirls, let's look. Rolling, rolling, rolling. To me, it looks like it was sticking around this kind of 230 to 260 range of value. And the Mosaic, look at, where's the Mosaic here? Overall over the last 30 days, the Mosaic's up 3.5. The pink is up 19.1 over the last 30 days. So that's about quadruple. Lower pop count, not a real expensive card. It's under 1,000 pop count. And look at that. Good looking card, pink camo. That's cool. I would have liked to get it back here at 204. But this card just looks. And how are the Pelicans doing in the standings? They could be a play-in. God, the Grizz keep throwing me off here with only 15 losses, but they only played 19 games. So that's 4 less games than the Pelicans have played because of that, basically week 10 days they didn't even play a game for. So Pelicans could be a play-in team. I dig that. Plus Zion has just looked really, really good. I feel like you've heard me say this before, but I didn't buy Zion in his rookie year. I hadn't been buying him until recently because the hype was just too goddamn high. It's just too high. Yeah, he looks really good. But the hype was just too high for anyone to live up to, short of LeBron James. It just didn't make sense. Now he's finally come back to where I think he's actually at the right values. And you know what? He looks really good. He looks really, really damn good. And he stayed healthy, knocking on some wood. And he looks like a beast. He looks like a beast. So now I'm buying Zion. Because his shit is low. It's been flat. It hasn't even been going down much if you're looking at the right stuff, this lower pop count stuff. So this pink camo, let's pull it up on eBay. What did we say the last one went for? $305. So I feel like if we can buy this one for under $300, it's a buy. $299 or best offer. You might be able to get this for $280. Here's a auction ending in 6 hours. It's only at $202. Yeah, it looks like there's some opportunity here. Just straight up, I'm a buy. I'm a buy on this one. I'm a buy on this Zion because I think that it doesn't go much lower than this, right? I mean, like I said, I thought the real value of this card till it started taking up was about upwards of 260, 230 to 260, and if you can get it for $280, I dig it. I'm a buy on that one. Next on the list, Shai Gilgeous again. Another Shai's 2018 Donruss up 37% on the weeksy. Wait for the Market Movers tool to do its thing. Pull it up. Let me get some coffee. And started the week at 66, had a low sale of 61, a high sale of 107, and latest sale of 91. Pop count of only 592 for his Donruss? Interesting. Let's pull this one back 60 days. Let's go 60 days. Again, you're crazy if you are an actual sports card investor and you don't have this tool. Get it. Link in description. Use code SOCIETY, 20% off first month or first year. So this card's overall been going down until about a week ago. Went all the way down to 61, and now it's been hiking up. Because again, Shai's just been on the rise. $91.50. That seems reasonable. Let's look though. I don't know if I'm a buy just because of the thunder. Definitely not buying 150. What? Was the latest sale? Wasn't it like 91? How many pulled up? 80 results. Let's see if I can sort it by lowest, and eBay will. Good. Maybe I click even buy it now. Will you let me do that, eBay? Good. $89. Really? Okay. I could probably do that. 120 or best offer. Maybe this guy takes 90 or less. I think at $90, I might be a buyer on this one. Let me look closer at that chart. I mean, this going down doesn't actually scare me that much. Because here's the beginning of the season, started at 99. Well, actually, this is a couple weeks after the season. Went up to a high of 120. He's been ticking up. Would I buy this? The question is, what price would I buy it at? The lowest one I see on here is $89, $90. Would I buy it at $90? I think I'd be holding it. I don't think I'd be selling it. Unless you bought it way down here at like $50-$40 and you just want to cash out, go ahead. I can't hate on you. I can't hate on you for taking a profit. What would I do here? Because I like Shay. Now, if I got to think about it, I got to hold. I got to hold off. But it's interesting, right? I mean, that's the second Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the top 10 list this week. It tells you what the market's thinking about SGA. Next card, Rafael Devers. We actually get into a different sport. The first 8 were all basketball, and now we're into baseball. Rafael Devers, 2018 tops, up 32% on the week. Pop count of 2640. $41 to start the week. High sale of 61, latest sale of 54. Let's pull this one back 30 days. Baseball is interesting right now. I don't know how much baseball I'm buying at this spot in this moment in time. Yeah, I would have liked the buy down here at 41. Depending on where you bought it, I might be a sell on this one. But as we're getting closer to the actual regular season, because I think they actually started playing some games on Saturday. You know, preseason type stuff, spring training type stuff. What would I do with this one? Overall, it's ticking up. You can see that dotted line indicating, and you can see that the overall chart does match that. That's interesting. Maybe I'm a buyer on this. Let's see what it's going for on eBay. If I can find it for under $50, I might be a buyer. Whew. Buy it now. Come on, baby. Work for me, eBay. Work for me. You don't want to? Fine. Ooh, let's see what we can find. Maybe you'll let me sort it. Why do you do this, eBay? Why do you do this to me? Make me look like a fool. Not really. Let's go. 20. There's an auction. Say $80. 54 best offer. And a snowflake version. Metallic snowflake. So this is probably an even lower pop count. That's interesting. That's really interesting. 79 OBO. 25,000 OBO. Oh, it's a 1 of 1. Jesus criminy. What have we got? I don't know. I'm not buying. It's overall ticking up. If you like Rafael Devers, maybe he's a buy. I'm just going to pass. I don't know that much about him. Ozzy Albies. We're in baseball again. 2018 tops, up 30% on the week. Pulling up the chart as I'm talking. First sale of the week was 31. High sale of 46. Latest sale of 40. Pop count of only 898. I don't know that much about Ozzy. I'm not the biggest baseball guy. I know the big guys, and those are the ones I typically buy. $55? Latest sale was 40. Okay. 55. 45. 49 OBO. Let's pull him back 30 days. So overall, it hasn't really gone up. This is overall just kind of stayed flat. I mean, in reality of it, over the last 30 days. Not buying. So the only 3 I'm buying are this Zion, this Luka, and this Luka. From that list, there's only 3 I'm buying. The other ones I'm either selling or holding. These 2 looks like I would probably, I don't know, man. Depends on where you got them at. If I got them at $25, I'll sell them. Take my profit and run. Or maybe I hold them and see what they do during the season. See what they do leading up to the season. Either way, probably try to take some profits out of these guys unless you really, really believe in them, want to hold them long term. Maybe they're a PC. I don't know. Shay, holding or selling. PJ, holding or selling. Probably selling. Kobe, holding or selling. Probably selling if I can get the price. But that's what I got for you. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe. Click that bell. Join the society. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. You get access to a special video almost every day. You get that discount PSA grading, and you get access to the private Discord group. And of course, the Delta factor Like if you want me to teach you my secret sauce, it's about 7-8 videos in there, about 3-4 hours of content, really going through how to assess modern players and vintage players. Or I call it legend. Like even Shaq would be I just call him vintage just to lump him into that thing. Sure, but vintage is like 70s and earlier. Yeah, come on, man. When I say vintage, I mean people that aren't playing anymore. That's just what I mean. And modern are people that are playing. LeBron's on the cusp of both of those, but he's still playing, so his play can actually affect his cards. And you get a month free of the Sports Card Society, and you get a year access to the private Discord. So a lot of good stuff in there. And if you're serious about sports card collecting, I mean, come on. Get the Market Movers tool. Link in description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. Leave a comment below. What did you think of this list? What do you think about the alternative, lesser mainstream rookies that I was talking about, like with Luka and Zion? Let me know what you think about that's going on. What do you think the Cards are going to do going into the playoffs, man? Leave some comments. Stay classy, Card Pack. You are awesome.